So, Kelly, my name is Puga Shankara. I'm the principal with LoadProof. Thank you very much for taking the time to join this call. We can get started. So, if you could please introduce yourself, right? Your role and your day-to-day responsibilities, the activities you do. We can get started there.
Okay, my name is Kelly Kierzek, and I am the e-commerce lead,
Ah, okay,
and so I do all the online orders.
okay,
Um, I also deal a lot with returns,
okay.
which is what I myself use as LoadProof for most of the time.
Okay, great. And what are your what are what is your organization about, right? What is your product and what do you guys ship and you know uh,
So I work for Avon Plastics,
yep.
and we manufacture and ship out lawn and garden products,
Okay.
decking, like deck boards
Ah,
and
okay.
stuff like that.
Okay, so you guys sell those finished goods products. I mean, so you guys sell through retailers like Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace
Yep.
Hardware and
Yep.
things like that.
Yep. We actually manufacture them here. We make them, and then we sell them.
Oh, great, very interesting. Okay, all right, great. So what was the exact problem that you were trying to solve?
For my department itself was mainly with Home Depot returns coming in, and they're supposed to come in resellable fashion.
Okay.
And we were having a lot of issues with like pallets of returns coming in, and they would be smashed,
Yeah.
or there would be so much on there that it'd be tipping over.
Yep.
Um, a lot of damaged product because of the way that they were shipping them to us.
Yep. So are these products coming directly, from the customers, or is it coming from one of the Home Depot stores or warehouses?
The customer takes the product to the Home Depot store to return it,
Got it.
and then they send us a bulk shipment of returns at one time.
Okay, got it. So very interesting because when the customer returns, it could be potentially resellable. You can receive it and then
Yeah.
maybe you may have to repackage it or something, but the product itself is
Right.
resellable. But along the way, whatever processes somebody is following, some damage happens. And when you guys, I mean, Home Depot thought, hey, we are sending it to the vendor. It's all RTV, return to vendor, and they can take it and sell it. But by the
Yeah.
time you guys got it, it was really, oh man, this was more than the damage that was originally there when the consumer returned the product.
Hmm.
Versus now it's
Correct.
not even in resellable condition.
Correct.
Wow, very interesting. Very. I mean, that's it. That puts you guys in a tough spot. I mean, hey, we went spent all this money and we hauled it back to our warehouse or whatever, and then now we cannot even sell it. It's like, oh my only
Right.
option is to scrap it, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. So how did this load proof solve that problem for you guys?
So with having the picture proof, we were able to send picture proof to Home Depot and tell them like, hey, this is how we received this. It's not okay.
Yeah.
And eventually they started packing them better when they sent them back to us instead of just throwing them all in this big cardboard gaylord. They actually like try to stack them on a pallet now nicely. So
Nice. No, that's nice of them. I mean, that's good, right? I mean, see, this is we get these questions asked a lot, right? It's always being a relatively, right? Home Depot is huge, and you guys are relatively small. How is that? How do you guys have that sometimes, right? It get a little sensitive to have those conversations and say, hey, we are losing money
yeah,
because of this, and please help us. It's
yeah,
how does that work, right? How are you guys able to have that collaborative conversation and hey, help us, right? We need help here because I'm losing a lot of money on this. How are you guys able to do that in a really nice fashion and make the other side understand, we gotta, we gotta work together and you gotta help us.
yeah. Having the pictures to back us up definitely was a big help.
Okay, got
And
it.
I'm pretty sure most of it's done through email.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, we've had, I mean, see, that's good to hear that, with photos, you guys are able to have that conversation in a nicer manner and say, hey guys, please help us, and
Right.
we got photo proof. That's nice. That's very nice.
And
Yeah.
I know that our shipping department
Yep.
uses LoadProof for everything that they ship out.
Okay. Great.
That way, if they have a discrepancy as far as like with our lumber loads,
Yep.
we've had before where the customer comes and says, "Hey, I was missing this,"
Yep. Yep. Yep.
and we go to LoadProof and we go into the pictures and we're like, "Nope, it's right here on the truck. You can
Yep.
see it right on the picture." So that's saved us a ton of money because that lumber is really expensive.
Yeah. 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 Great, great, great. So what was before load proof like, right? I mean, how would the conversation go, when you received this returns pallet and it was all, meshed up, how was it before load proof, and, after load proof, how has that changed?
Well, before LoadProof, it was pretty much just you saying that it was that way, and nothing would really get done about it.
Yep.
But with having the pictures to back you up and prove that, you're not just trying to get extra money or whatever out of them,
Yeah.
it's really helped a lot.
Yeah. 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 And who do you guys have this conversation with? I mean, do you talk to the, buyer in Home Depot, or who do you guys have this conversation
Um,
with?
we have reps that we deal with.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. And what are some of the key benefits that you observed yourself, right, in front of your eyes, with load proof?
For sure, the pictures.
Yeah,
Um, as I said, like when we have discrepancies from buyers,
yeah,
being able to go back and prove that we had that on the load when they're saying it's not.
yeah,
Also, like I know we've shipped to Ace before, and they've come back saying, we got the pallet in this condition.
yeah,
What's going on?
yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
find you. We're gonna find you for this. And
yeah,
we go back to our pictures and we show them like, no, that must have happened like on your truck
yeah,
because this
yeah,
is how it looked when it left our warehouse.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So it saved us fines too.
Got it. Got it. And could you share some examples on how LoadProof made your life better, please, in your operations? Is your team feeling better? Is like, hey, we work so hard and we do all this, and we don't want to get blamed when something goes wrong, because we do this such a nice job. How has that made your life better? In the overall sense.
It absolutely makes the team more confident
Yeah.
in what they're doing and feel better about knowing that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Ah. Okay.
And that when those fines do come around and they can be like, we can dispute it
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah. Yeah.
because we obviously didn't really have that option before this.
Ah, okay, okay. And how has that worked out? I mean, when you guys dispute those fines, has that, is that, I mean, I know, right? I mean, first time when you say something, they're probably not gonna, trust you guys or believe you guys. But when you, show a photo, no, how has that been? How has that process been?
I don't really deal a whole lot with that.
Okay.
But as far as I know, it's saved us a lot of money.
Okay, so that's good. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's very good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been pretty positive overall.
Okay, great, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. And I mean, no, obviously, right? I mean, I mean, it's always right. I've been to so many warehouses and I've worked with so many people, right? The first thing is, hey, blame the warehouse guys. They are the ones that are not shipping, right?
Yeah.
That's how it's been. So hopefully, that's some relief, for you guys now, with load proof.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And how big is your team? Is it like 5 people, 10 people? How big is your team?
For me in e-commerce, it's just me and one other person.
Okay.
But overall in our company, there's I would say about 100 or so.
Okay, okay. And all these people are involved in the shipping process or loading process or returns and
So a good majority of them are production.
okay, got it. Got it. So they are part of the plant that's really making the decks and all that.
The products, yep.
Products, okay, got it. And then chunk of them are in the warehouse fulfilling
Yeah.
orders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got. So I mean, you guys like it on the floor, when you're, I mean, you're you for e-commerce, you guys don't use it basically, right? Because it's all, single orders. Hmm.
We do for our returns.
Okay, okay, got it. So this is a return that's directly coming from the customer, because obviously, right, e-commerce is you guys ship directly to customers' residences, and they are
Yep.
returning that, and even for that, you're taking photos um, in the warehouse.
Yeah, sometimes we do, yeah.
Okay,
Most of the time we use it for our bulk Home Depot returns because that's where we have the most issues.
issues. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. So do
And since
you?
we're paying for them to like return it to us, we don't want to pay even more when we can't even use the product that's being returned when it's supposed to be returned in sellable condition.
Correct. I mean, you are paying for the transportation, right? For the hauling from the Home
Correct.
Depot warehouse to your, plant warehouse. Um,
Correct.
okay, okay. Returns point, basically. Okay, got it. Got it. So, do you know approximately high level, what is the dollar savings, just a very, very high level?
I do not.
Okay.
I know that when shipping does get fined, it's a couple $1,000s every time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So they're hefty fines that
yeah,
they get.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm sure it's quite a bit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And every time is like what, once a week or once a, month or once in 2, 3 days?
Depends on the time of year. Right
Yeah,
now, since it's winter, we are kind of pretty slow right now.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But in the busy season in the spring,
yeah.
it could be 10 times a week.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
You know?
That's tough. I mean, 10 times a week and each time $2,000. That's a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. All right. And how difficult was it to implement LoadProof for your team?
As far as I know, it wasn't very difficult at all.
Okay. Okay.
Most, I think, of the shipping team have it right on their personal phone,
Okay.
the app on their personal phone.
Okay.
Um, I have a spare phone that I use for it,
Okay.
but it's been pretty seamless. The updates have been really nice.
Okay. What updates? Is it the every time we do an update to the software, the which one you're talking about specifically update?
The most recent like app update that they had,
Okay.
it made stuff a little faster and
Oh, nice. I mean, thank you for the feedback. Okay, nice. So I mean, you're able to take photos faster now. Is that what happened with the latest update?
it seems to upload faster too.
Ah, okay, okay. And what device is that? Are you using an iPhone or is it a
Yeah.
Samsung iPhone? Okay.
An iPhone, yeah.
Oh, great. Okay. And what year is it? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? Which one is it?
Oh gosh, that I don't even know.
Okay.
It's an old. I think it's an older one. It's like the old shipping phone.
Okay, so that's good. That's good to hear. Okay, even the old chipping phone is uploading faster. Okay,
Yes.
so from a technique, so how difficult was it to implement LoadProof from a technical perspective, right? I mean, installing the app. So you guys basically, it looks like you went to the app store and then downloaded the app and started using it pretty much.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We have an IT guy here, and so he's been a lot of help with all that stuff.
Okay.
Anything that we need, he's been able to real quickly figure it out, and if we need him to help us, otherwise most of us I think are just able to get it done and do it on our own because
Okay.
it's so easy to use.
Exactly. So it's very simple and very
Yeah.
easy. It's been set up that way,
Yep.
specifically. Okay, great. Okay. So from a people perspective, right? So what were some of the challenges? Right. I mean, this is everybody runs into it from a whenever, right, we implement a new system and we have a routine as humans ourselves. We have a routine that we are going with, and then suddenly, right, I mean, you go and ask your employee to do this extra step. How has been that experience?
Um, Sometimes it's a struggle to remember to do that step at first when
Oh,
it's new.
okay.
But once you get used to it, it's just like a day-to-day function. It's
Yeah,
just something you do every day, all the time.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think for some people, it just took time to get used to doing it and having that extra time to take that extra step.
Yeah.
But once you get into it and you get used to it, I think it's just becomes a habit.
Got it. And it's I mean it looks like, right, what you are doing it yourself, and you have this one person that's working for you. You guys, both of you do it. That's what you guys do in your department.
Yeah.
Got it. You know anything about the shipping department? You know how many people that are doing that, and how long it took for them to adapt to this new step?
I believe I'm gonna say 5 or 6 for
Okay.
sure
Okay.
that use it.
Okay.
And as far as I know, it's been pretty streamlined for them to get into using it and stuff. Like I said, once you remember that you have to do it for everything that you're doing,
Yep.
then it kind of becomes a habit, and you don't really even have to think about it anymore.
Got it. But was there any pushback early on? Hey, hey, why do I have to do this? And why are you making me do this extra step? Anything like that?
Not as far as I know. I think they were more happy to be doing it to
Huh?
have that proof
Wow. Okay. Okay.
instead of getting blamed for the stuff that they weren't really doing.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. All right. So that's better. I mean, so they knew. So they were getting blamed before.
Yeah, like they would get the fines, they would be the ones getting yelled at for shipping something out wrong, and sometimes it wasn't even their fault. So
Correct. Correct. So exactly. So that's good to hear. So once they realized, oh my God, I don't, now I have a tool, I can protect myself, from these, situations. So they embraced it.
yep.
Great. Okay. Nice. I mean, that's nice to hear. And it looks like from a returns perspective, it's like, hey, you know what, we got to do it and make it a habit, and
Yeah.
remember it. I mean, they probably forgot few times when they got started, but
Yes.
when they started, okay, nice. So, did you guys, implement any best practices using load proof? Were you able to do anything like that?
um as far as I know, just document everything that you do, everything that you ship out. Make sure when you are taking your pictures that you're taking pictures of labels and stuff, so that like the labels and all of that in the proof pictures as well. And
Packing, right? I mean, generally it's really about packing. That's what we're seeing. It's making sure the packing is done correctly, or maybe in the return
yeah,
scenario.
and the palette stacking is correct.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah. Great. I mean, is there anything else you would like, to share about load proof haze? Something like this feature would be nice, or something like that, or any other feedback that you have about load proof?
for me, I'm not sure. It probably already has this, but
Okay.
I don't know if I just don't have access to it. But it'd be nice to go back and like look at some of the stuff that I've put on there, like the pictures and stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, also, you guys don't have access to log into the cloud?
I myself do not. I'm sure that our shipping manager does.
Correct. I mean, you can actually, ask, talk to them and get a login for yourself. I mean, you already
Okay.
have a login, and well, it sounds like you have only a,
Yep.
upload access.
Yep.
And you can log in through the browser. And actually, there is one more app that we have launched. It's called LoadProof Viewer. You can download that app in your same phone, and you can log in. I mean, you need a password for that, right? Currently, you guys are using only the PIN and doing the upload. So you got to
Yep.
go back to the your IT person or the shipping manager that set up LoadProof. So you have to talk
Hmm.
to them and get a login for yourself to log into the browser or the viewer, and then you can see the photos.
Okay, I
Yeah,
will look into that. Thank you.
correct. You can see the photos, and you can also share those photos with others, whoever, right? You
Which
guys are.
would, which would be nice if we have to dispute something.
Correct, exactly. And how do you guys do that today? I mean, you're just uploading the photos into LoadProof for now, and you guys
And
don't
then if
even.
we need to use them, then we just go to that one person that has that access, and then they have to do the rest of the stuff.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. All right. So, would you recommend load proof for someone that is in your shoes, right? Someone like a, I mean, someone that's a returns supervisor or an e-commerce supervisor like yourself. Would you recommend load proof?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And why is that? I mean, if you could just list three reasons why you would recommend load proof to someone else.
Because it will save you money in the long run.
Okay.
Whether it's fines or disputing bad returns or what have you. The picture evidence is key, I think, and it holds your employees accountable.
So that is a good one, right? Holding your employees accountable. It's not like, hey, you can go back to Home Depot and say, hey guys, look at it, right? We've implemented our system just to, even to make our own employees, hold them
Right.
accountable because we don't want to ship, especially from a shipping team, we don't want to ship damaged products or products that are not packed properly or non-compliant products.
Right.
Oh, great. I mean, that's all. Yeah, Kelly, thanks for taking the time to join this call, and that's all I have. I mean, if you have anything else to add, please, um, let us know. I mean, you can always send us an email, and we are constantly looking for feedback in terms of how we can do things better and stuff like that, right? We are
Hmm.
always looking for feedback and anything please let us know.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Bye.